Hour with Allan Alvarez. Okay, our next segment is the Punto Contra Punto segment, headline news from the Philippines. So without further ado, mga kaibigan, gagayang kakabsat, umpisahan na po natin ang ating Punto Contra Punto. So I was looking for a nice article news for today because it's Valentine's Day. So I hope you like this one. Okay. All right, here's the headline. Scammers using AI to dupe the lonely looking for love. Terrible. Terrible. Scammers using AI to dupe the lonely looking for love. Meta, okay, today, warned internet users to be wary of online acquaintances promising romance but seeking cash, as scammers use deep fakes to prey on those looking for love. This is a new tool in the toolkit of scammers. Meta Global Threat Disruption Policy Director David Agranovich told journalists during a meeting. These scammers have evolved constantly or consistently, and we have to evolve to keep things right. Detection systems in Meta's family of apps, including Instagram and WhatsApp, rely heavily on behavior patterns and technical signals rather than on imagery, meaning it spies scammer activity despite the AI trickery. It makes our detection and enforcement somewhat more resilient to generative AI. He gave the example of a recently disrupted scheme that apparently originated in Cambodia and targeted people in Chinese and Japanese languages. Researchers at OpenAI determined that the scam compound seemed to be using the San Francisco artificial intelligence company's tools to generate and translate content. Generative AI technology has been around for more than a year, but in recent months, its use by scammers has grown strong. Ethical hacker and social proof security chief executive Rachel Tallback said that during a briefing. Gen AI, generative AI tools available for free from major companies, allow scammers to change their faces and voices on video calls as they pretend to be somebody they're not. They can also use these deep fake bots that allow you to build a persona or place phone calls using a voice clone, and the human actually doesn't even need to be involved. They call them agents, but they're not being used for customer service work or customer support work. They're being used for scams in an automated fashion. Tobak urged people to be politely paranoid when an online acquaintance encourages a romantic connection, particularly when it leads to a request for money, to deal with an emergency, or some kind of business opportunity. The isolation and glum spirits that can come with winter weather, along with the Valentine's Day holiday, is seen as a time of opportunity for scammers. We definitely see an influx of scammers preying on the loneliness in the heart of winter, according to Tobak. The scammer's main goal, of course, is money, with the tactic of building trust quickly and then contriving a reason for needing cash or personal data that could be used to financial accounts. Being politely paranoid goes a long way, and verifying people who they say they are is also very important. Scammers operate across the gamut of social apps, with Meta seeing only a portion of the activity. Last year, Meta took down more than 408,000 accounts from West African countries being used by scammers to pose as military personnel or businessmen to romance people in Australia, Britain, Europe, the United States, and elsewhere. Along with taking down nefarious networks, Meta is testing facial recognition technology to check potential online imposters detected by its systems or reported by users. So what do you think, guys? Scammers now using AI. Yeah, AI is just everywhere. Pero niloloko nila ang mga tao so that they can fall in love. Anong tingin nyo, guys? Good thing, bad thing, awful thing. Punto kontra punto tayo. Hello, KNDI, you're live. IA. AA.
Yeah.
OJ. Parang OJ.
Pero ito na siguro yung pinaka the ugliest na nagagawa ng tao.
Di ba parang it's awful, man?
It's not only awful, pare, it's very, very dangerous.
Oo nga eh.
So anyone, young or old, rich or poor,
Totoo yan.
nakadelikado yan, pare. Because can you imagine sometime, di ba? Nagagawin nila yung boses. Ikaw tatawag ka sa asawa mo, nakalimutan ko yung password natin, pakibigay mo nga. Ikaw yun, tumatawag di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Then what happens next?
Yeah, yan ang nakakatakot, pare. Nakakatakot yan. That's a scary situation, bro.
Lahat yan, nangyari yan. And I don't know why. Bakit nangyayari yan? Yung bottom line yan, alam mo, man keeps on inventing things to destroy himself. Pare,
wow. Napakalalim nun Wow. That's deep, pare, man. Inventing to destroy himself, man. Ang mahirap dun lonely na sila Nalulungkot na sila tapos mananakawan pa. Grabe. Agree ako dyan, bro. Thank you, man. Another minute here. Tawag lang po kayo kung meron po kayong gustong sabihin. AI or IA. Mga manloloko pala. All right, guys. Anyway, that's our punto contra punto segment. We have time for one more song, I think, before we end the show today, and let's go for some classic love OPMs para sa inyo. Sino ba nakakaalala nito? I think you remember this. Lahat ng mga Pinoy dyan. Cinderella. Hihila ko sa iyo.
Sa'yo panay kantsaw ng mga utol ko. Dahims ka daw bagay sa kagandahan ko. Malabo na ba raw ang mata ko? At natiel kita. Pag
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Maraming salamat po. I hope you enjoyed this Valentine's Day special. And please stay tuned for Through the Bible with the Most Reverend Jennifer and Mickey right after this program. And you got Adam Brian taking you home on this absolutely gorgeous Valentine's Day afternoon. Any questions about the show or advertising, tawag lang po kayo. Kaya mag-text sa 808-392-8230. Here is your thought for the rest of the day and thought for the weekend. Love is a lot like a toothache. It doesn't show up on your x-rays, but you know it's there. That's from George Burns, mga kaibigan, and that's your thought for the rest of the day. Ito po si Allan Alvarez, nagpapaalam, nagpapasalamat at nagsasabi na mabuhay ang Pilipino sa Hawaii.